this moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Giving the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross.
Okay, we're in session 4, and we are so grateful for Hannah Leatherwood and Aaliyah Ellis. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I tell you guys, if you did not listen to the first 3 sessions, you want to go back and listen. Administrators, parents, family, friends, you want to go back and listen because they brought so much awareness as 13-year-old young women who have experienced some challenges when it comes to depression, bullying, mental health, just different aspects and methods we can look at as parents to pay more attention. Of course, we always thank God, thank our community. Thank you all so much for everything that you're doing for us. Thank you so much. We do not take that for granted. So if you didn't listen, just to give you a little spiel about Hannah and Aaliyah, both of these young ladies are amazing in the community. Hannah is, of course, both of them are 13 years old. She's a scholar, athlete, high honors, all A's. She was in the Beta Club. Yeah, I used to see your parents. You were in honors program ever since you've been in school, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Literally, I used to see all the pictures your parents would post, and she is a leader on the dance team at her church. She loves to write plays. And what's that other word you use? Narratives?
Yeah, narratives.
Yes. Okay. See, I'm gonna learn that one. And you like to write biographies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Okay. So Tyler Perry, you hear that? Hannah Leatherwood likes to write biographies, okay? So cool. And so, but above all, she loves Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. And Aaliyah is such a sweet, peaceful young lady. Does excellent in school, in the community. She loves to dance. She loves cheerleading. Both of them will be cheering again in their respective schools. They're both going to the eighth grade. Aaliyah loves spending time with her family. She's extremely family oriented. Mm-hmm. So that's powerful. Keep an eye on your parents, young ladies, as they get older, because we need y'all keeping eyes on us, okay? Mm-hmm. And so both of these young ladies strive for excellence in their life. And these 2 young ladies, just spending time with them, they're not siblings, but they have a close bond that is like sisters. It is powerful watching you 2. And so they cover each other. They can talk to one another. And, that's a blessing because a lot of people don't have that.
Sure don't.
They can have siblings, family, friends. Well, I don't use the word friend so loosely, not like I used to.
I'm your friend.
Well, you are. God first, and then you're my best friend.
There you go. There you go.
So y'all see when you get married, what go down? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, but he earned that. So, but in any instance, that's important. So you guys continue to build one another, rub off each other, getting that wisdom, getting that help, being that safe space for one another. So in this 4th session, we're going to talk about how can we stay aware of mental health with teens in the community as parents. We talked about in the previous session about parents need to pay more attention to their children. Let's talk about patterns. And you all talked about, depression and sleeping more than usual. And I'll be quite honest with you guys. I did not even realize that my family was going through depression when they were younger. I just thought that they just like to sleep, especially my oldest daughter. I was like, man, that young lady liked to sleep. But as she opened up more, she was dealing with depression. Mm-hmm. And as me and my husband saw her, this young lady used to model, gorgeous, but she didn't see herself the way we saw her, or even the world saw her. And so she went low, and she was sharing with us. She contemplated of ending it. And so let's talk about that a little bit. Depression, sleeping more than usual. Do you have to catch yourself when you just want to just lay there and just like for me sometimes I don't want to be bothered. I ain't depressed. I just don't want to be bothered. Yeah. So but could you give some navigation on where you just, let me ask you this, sidebar. Are you all introverts or extroverts? Kind of borderline both?
Yeah, I think I'm both.
Okay.
It depends who I'm around. Like if I'm around people that I know and that I have fun with, then, I open up a lot more.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I think that has a lot to do with personality as well. Mm-hmm. So, but you have to catch yourself when you start going down that slope. Mm-hmm. And you both have talked about that, but how you're doing better. So talk to us about that, patterns, because we all got them. Mm-hmm. Everybody got patterns.
Do I?
Oh, yeah. You got one. Yeah. That's why I know you don't. He likes to go on field trips, the Costco guys. And so, so I'd be like, what?
Get to have the receipts.
You went to Costco. I'd be like, you went to Costco day, and because I see all this different stuff at the house. Like, what? Okay.
I try to hide the receipts. Oh, that's another story.
But talk about those patterns a little bit.
Definitely sleeping more, like you said, but also like you were talking about having to catch yourself. Mm-hmm. I think it's a very thin line between being like, I want to be left alone, mm-hmm. and I don't feel like just doing anything. Like there's mm-hmm. a real thin line between.
Okay. I believe that too. Yeah. Okay. Is there something, is it a thought sometimes?
I think it's not really a thought. It's more like, it kind of seems like on the outside looking in, it seems like laziness. Mm-hmm. That's probably the best way to explain it.
It's a lot of narratives in that, unpacking that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So as a person that, and I probably dealt with depression, didn't even know it, because mm-hmm. it can go you don't know it. You dealt with depression and you shared that. Mm-hmm. How did you know? Because my husband's an introvert, believe it or not.
What?
And so,
hey, news to me.
Yeah. See, but he's like you, Lee. If he feels comfortable, you see how he be. What? If you don't feel comfortable, shroom.
You're so funny.
Shut it. He's funny, isn't he? But he's a joy in our life. We're very grateful for him. But can I ask you, honey, like when you dealt with depression, what did it kind of look like versus you kind of pull back?
Well, when I finally was aware of it, I kind of like felt withdrawn and displaced, mm-hmm. and all. But the bottom line, I was come and look myself in the mirror and have a little talk with myself. And the big issue is when I start talking back to myself. So it was a conversation all by itself, and mm-hmm. and that outer ego was trying to kind of like go and get your plump self and get on around there and start talking right. I used to stutter a lot, and he said get yourself together and be able to pronounce the words. Come on, had to motivate yourself. Mm-hmm. Cause back there then, we didn't believe going to a counselor and all like that. The only counselor you got was a belt. So it was a pretty one-way journey there.
Okay, thank God for change, because beating does not solve anything.
I think also
tear my butt there.
During depression, you're dealing with depression, you'll start to like be closed off, like you push your friends away. and others away, and you just want to be alone.
Okay, that's a good point. That so your friends, you just push everyone away, even though the people you know that's there for you, you'll push them away. And okay, so patterns, parents, friends, community, we have to pay attention to things, especially when that person is a consistent that they just stay away, and when that's not their normal pattern.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to ask you all this about, and we talked about this in I want to say in session 2, about fathers affirming, or your community affirming you. The power of words. I've shared with my husband. I'm a person, and I learned this in counseling. Some people, I don't care what you say. I really don't. I can act like you're not breathing, because that you don't rule in my heart like that. But like for him, if he says something, it's like it goes deep. Do you? And I know you're a daddy's girl. You both, aren't you? You can go either way.
No, I'm my mom's girl.
Your mom, okay. She said, no. She said, no, I am my mom's girl.
I love my dad, but
Mom is it. That's okay. Look, that's it. Like for me, I was kind of both, but I definitely with my mama. Yeah, I was in there with her. Yeah, so and that's cool. You understand? Whichever one feeds you, but she could, if she says something to you sideways, that's gonna hurt you. Am I right? So like you with your dad, like with him with me, Peyton with you. Our grandson name is Peyton, and so words. Talk to us about the power of words, because sometimes people, they just think they can say anything. I can know something, but I need to pause, study you, and make sure, is this the right time to say this? And if it is, pray about it and get direction on how to talk with you.
I think, like what I said before, I don't remember what session, but I was like, don't be the reason someone wants to kill themselves. Like, I think nowadays it's common to be real insensitive to stuff and just say stuff. And most of the time, like, people, they say it as a joke, but not everyone takes it as a joke.
Because everything's not funny to you. But you know what I found? Some people, they deflect, and instead of them... like we're here at the table, and a person, instead of it's almost like they're afraid that everyone is going to be looking at them, so they'll point you out real quick and put all the attention on you, so that it's not looked at, because they don't want no one to see them. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, not like me personally, but like I've seen it happen like around me.
Because you deflecting. What's really going on with you? Because you keep making fun of this person, and this person just sitting there. What's the importance also of letting a person know that when they're deflecting like that, you as a young person, letting them know that, listen, that's not cool.
I guess try and talk to them. It's hard to talk to people about stuff like that nowadays.
Okay.
Because they'll be like, oh, you're soft, like, blah, blah. And you're really just, like, sticking up for someone.
Okay. What about telling the person you care about, like, your parents? And is it easier for you to let them know, I didn't find that funny? Or that, what you said to me hurt?
I think some people should think before they say things, because like after you tell them it hurt, they'll be like, oh, well, it was just a joke. I didn't know you would take it that way. But I mean, that's why you think before you say things, because you don't know how it could affect anybody else.
Facts. That's true. What, was you going to say something, hon? Okay. Was you going to say something in spirit? Like you're on the edge to say something?
I'm just listening. That was good.
Okay. You all talked about administrators. Like I know both of your parents are amazing in their respective positions in the education system. So about the importance at school, because you all spend a lot of time at school.
Mhm.
Administrators needing to be more open about mental health. You all have counselors at your schools, correct? So is it a space where you all feel you can go talk to them or
No.
no? Okay, talk about that. See, you all
I feel
need to
like-
hear this.
At school with counselors, it's kind of like if you feel like if you tell them you're going to get in trouble because they work at the school. So it's not the same as like an outside counselor or like a friend. So it's just, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, because you don't feel safe. Is that it?
Not secure with that
Yeah.
person.
I don't
wow.
trust them.
Oh.
Trust it. Wow, that's heavy.
Oh yeah, yes it is, and many counselors and all don't take in consideration that you are the line of, how you say, their secrecy that they're not willing to share with others. You're an unsafe place.
That's like on your job or any place. You know, if I don't feel comfortable coming to you because are you really covering me or are you covering the school? Is that kind of, because if you guys, what is it about them you don't feel comfortable? Is it their presence or?
I think it's just whenever you get to, like, you go to a counselor about something and it's real common for them to go to the principal or to your parents about it. And you probably, like a lot of people probably, if they're going to the counselor, they probably don't want it to be said to the principal or to your parents. And also, I've seen a lot of times at my school, like, they say, like, whenever you report something, they say that it's not going to include your name. But I've seen a lot of fights break out because their name did somehow get brought up. So I don't trust it.
Okay, got you. Because of some things you've already seen. Both of y'all said no. So administrators and professionals, you guys got some work to do because this is coming from two 13-year-olds, two different schools that's saying, hey, I don't feel comfortable if I got a situation at school to come and talk to my counselor.
But I also think, like, I think it's just administrators seem so serious and you don't ever get to talk to them. I'll say I would rather go to, like, one of my teachers, like, not all my teachers, like, every year I've always had, like, a teacher that I feel real comfortable with and I wouldn't have a problem going to them about something.
Okay. That's powerful. That's good. That's really good. And so we're actually about to end session 4, but I want you both to leave a remark because what I just heard in this session, of course, the importance of at school, being able to talk to the administration, this means you have more work because this is you guys' perspective, which means a lot because you all live it. You all are there. Parents, please stand up for your children dealing with mental illness, bullying. Be the example for your children and the community. You know, we've got to be the example. I know I've seen where parents encourage their children to go beat up a child. Can't do that because you're setting your child up for jail or the graveyard. Can't put it no more.
Well, that's a street thing.
Yeah.
Street credit.
Well, I'm gonna say this: that just like what you said, if you unleash something in that person that you think that you can say that to, it may not be no return.
Well, the other part of that, because I talked with a friend of mine about that by his kids, and the thing with that street credit is more important than school.
Wow.
And to have that reputation in the street in some areas, and even in Augusta is like that. That street credit means more than school.
But how reckless it is for a parent to encourage that child to go out with that behavior, you're actually setting your child up to get killed.
Well, we would think so, but in their world, that's part of that street credit. I mean, it's not that to me or you, because we think logically, but with them, street credit is more important than being out of jail.
Jesus.
I get what he means by that. Like, I would say a lot of boys, we refer to them as like YNs. That I don't want to say.
You mean idiots? Okay.
Yeah, like it's like kind of like a thug. Like that's basically what it is, and they think it's cool to be YN. I don't know.
Yeah. You said YN?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they basically they're just like the whole thing is like to be a gangster. Like it's not really like a gang. It's like
it is though.
No, it's not.
The signs they hold up.
They don't hold up signs. They just like they all act as a group, but it's not a gang. Like you know how like.
But that's what they call themselves.
That's their name, their gang name.
But they're not really a gang. That's just what they
it's
call
not like
themselves.
You don't get initiated or anything. It's kind of like you just kind of. It's self-proclaimed. Like that's what I'll say. It is like.
Persona.
Yeah. And thank God for people like Mr. Mew, David Mew, who has a program for young people that are going through these behaviors, that life can be better for you. You understand? You don't have to go that route. So shout out to him and other organizations that have platforms that pull in Miss Wesby, who we had on the podcast, her husband, who used to be an actual gang member, has a program for young men that are out there and thinking that life is the best life. And so there are people out in the community there to help them. So, okay. Wow, you see, this thing can keep going. So give me 2 words from both of you all as we end this recording.
I'll say, as for our age, just be open about your mental health. It's not something to be embarrassed about, and there's always someone you can go to. And then for parents, like, make sure you pay attention to your kids and patterns, and if you see any changes in their behavior, check up on them.
Okay. Lee?
I say don't suffer in silence, and don't talk to somebody that you feel is going to judge you, because you need to talk to somebody that's going to understand you.
Awesome. Okay. Well, this is the end of session 4. Thank you, beautiful ladies.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And again, we have talked about mental health a lot in these 4 sessions, and we always give out the community hotlines where you can get the help. There's a 988 hotline. There's a text 741-741. That's free 24/7 service. There's a NAMI. There's a National Alliance on Mental Illness, and you can go to their website and the state you live in and get the proper help you need. There's a general community resource number that's 24/7. That number is 211. And there is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is 800-273-8255. And please do not suffer in silence. If you remember none of these sources, please call 911. Mr. Perry.
Ask yourself as a person, am I living or just existing? Parents, always keep the door open. There is always hope. This has been Young People Nation.
Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There was nothing like the Savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what he gonna do. No matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation, you know what time it is. Young People Nation, get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation, it's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by His love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth onto what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.